Yo, welcome back to the channel. Today, Phoenix Suns played Denver. Believe it's on ESPN tonight, national TV game. 8 o'clock. I usually hate the 8 o'clock games, especially without work. Luckily, I don't work tomorrow. But when they have those late games, and a guy like me, y'all, I wake up 2 o'clock in the morning to go to work. So, them if the game's starting at 8, them games probably ain't gonna be over till like 10 something. That gives me maybe about 4 hours to get some sleep before I gotta wake up and go to work. But it is what it is. I'm off tomorrow, so I'm not tripping. I will be up watching this game. Um, but before we talk about this game, Suns coming off a comeback victory versus the Clippers. Now, that was our first game in I don't know how many years that I actually didn't watch. I missed. I was so tired. Like, bro, I be doing my pod stuff, and then like I said, I wake up 2 o'clock in the morning. I work 10 hours a day, so sometimes I'll be like, damn, I'm not sacrificing. I actually didn't even go to sleep on purpose. I actually just fell asleep and didn't wake up. Like, I fell asleep, woke up, and it was halftime. We're down like 20 something halftime. But if I have fell asleep and I woke up at halftime in this close game, I would have been like, damn. Oh, let me let me turn the game on. But we was down 20 something. I said, bro, do I want to sacrifice my damn sleep? I already done fell asleep. It's too late. Do I want to sacrifice my sleep if we about to get ran? And I was like, nah. And so I went back to sleep. Woke up, like I said, 2 o'clock in the morning, seeing we won. Seeing everybody going crazy. KD masterclass, Colin Gillespie masterclass. I'm like, what the hell? So as soon as I got to work, I put the game on and watched the whole game. And my takeaway was still a lot of just how bad our defense is. Like I said, I keep saying that's what's really holding us back. Um, a lot of that's personnel, but a lot of it too, to me, is effort. Colin Gillespie coming in the game, fighting over screens, being physical with James Harden. Like I said, my favorite thing, like I said, is he was like refusing to get screened. Like, a lot of people on this team don't even do that. I feel like Ryan is one of the only ones that does it consistently. Everybody else just get screened and try to pass them off to the next guy. But I like to see that fight. So I'm not gonna go as far as the people that saying Colin should start immediately. Like, I'm not going that far. Brad should still start. I seen people was slandering and when he came back. But my thing with the Brad people, the injury stuff, I have no, like, obviously the injury stuff, like I said, is the most frustrating thing about bro. I just also feel like when he's hooping, unfortunately, a lot of them games when he was hooping, we lost. But I still feel like it wasn't the big three fault anyway. But I feel like when he's hooping though, those same people be kind of quiet. I'll be like, if you gonna slander bro about something he can't control, which be injuries, you got to give him some love when he is out there and he's playing hard and he's getting buckets and doing what he's supposed to do as a third option. Like, I don't think you could just only slander bro. And I feel like a lot of it is just by people being biased because of his contract, and it's frustrating now because people want to get off of him because of that money, because it's making it harder to build around Book and KD. I get it, but I just feel like we still got to be kind of fair to Brad, bro. So that's just my thing. He wasn't looking great in that game, obviously, but then he got hurt, so it's not like he played the whole game and was just terrible. He got hurt. Again, that's something he can control. Hopefully he's okay and he ain't rushing back because he's playing tonight. He's active, so he should be starting. I feel like probably most likely it'll be Bowl starting, and Brad, of course. Buzz been keeping Bowl in there as a starter. So my thing would be, I would still start Ryan, but clearly not gonna start Ryan. But I'm just asking, can we play him, please? Just play, bro. I'm cool with Bull starting because Bull been doing his thing as a starter, and he adds size and rebounding out there. Obviously his defense needs work, but he adds something, so I'm cool with that. I'm pretty sure the starting lineup would be the big three, Bull and Nick. I'm cool with that. I like that lineup. That's one of the lineups I would do. If it wasn't that, I'd put Ryan instead of Bull. That's what I do. Like I said, I would cut a lot of the Tyus minutes, give Colin some more minutes. Like I said, I ain't going as far as say Colin just earned a starting role because of that. But like I said, he does something that I don't think Tyus or any other guards really doing like that. Like where he was like I said, he was just playing hard, and he's not scared. He's actually, I think the problem, like I said, with Tyus is I don't think he don't look really like to score, which I get it because the big threes out there. You're like, okay, what he need to score? When other teams know you're not really trying to score, it kind of makes you easy to guard. They're just gonna keep loading up. Colin was actually attacking and catching the Clippers off guard because he was actually driving to not just a pass. Like if there was a layup there, he was taking it. Like Tyus don't really do that. Tyus is really driving to try to get an assist. I think you just got to hoop. So that's my thing. So hopefully we see a little Colin tonight. And when guys, Colin used to play for the Nuggets, and everybody always says when guys play against their older team, they get a little pep in their step. So before I made this video, I did a tweet where I said I was gonna do a Q&A, so I'm gonna answer some of these questions. I'm trying to find them right now. I should have bookmarked the damn tweet. That's why I'm looking on my phone. But let me go to them. Let me see. I'll throw those questions in here. I have people ask me questions under the tweet, so we can talk about some of those. Oh, okay, I found it. Alright, this first question, let's see. Just people answering it and shit under here. This is a good one because I seen this becoming a topic on the TL. Boy at Cactus_Jack 2 C's. He asks, would you trade Ryan Dunn in a deal to get rid of Bill for the sake of keeping KD and Book together? I was talking about Fred about this earlier. Now, my short answer is yes. Which, I wouldn't be happy about it because I feel like you need younger defenders that's not making a whole bunch of money on this team, obviously. But then, obviously, if you do get off the Bill contract, that helps. If it does it to where you're leaning towards your way to get under the apron and you can properly build around those two, and both are on board, then obviously, yes. Obviously. If that keeps KD and Book together and you can build around them correctly, then yeah. It would suck, though, for sure. Because I think Ryan's going to be a really good wing defender, and I think he's going to grow on offense. I think the jumper will get better. But yeah, I would. I know a lot of people would be like, I know a lot of Suns fans are going to bring up, KD's extension and all that, and like, oh, well, KD got to commit then, like, resign. But yeah, I probably would. Like I said, it ain't just like, oh yeah, get him the hell out of here. It's a lot of people like like that because I like Ryan, bro, and I think he's going to be good. But yeah, I would, bro. I would. And that's crazy too because I like Brad too. Like I said, I've been maintaining on this channel and on my TL that I like Brad as a player. Ain't even really about that. The injury thing is tough though. The injury thing I get, and I get why people don't want to deal with that. And I got to be fair because when Chris Paul was here, he's getting hurt in the playoffs and stuff. I was saying kind of the same thing. It's like, bro, when we need him, he's hurt. That ain't Chris Paul's fault. Like, he can't control that. But I used to bring it up, so I got to be fair and do the same thing when it come to Brad. So I can't get mad at people when they get like, okay, it's not worth it. He making all that money and he's always hurt. I get that. My boy Jew Mexica. I don't even know how to say your name, bro, but you know what it is. My boy Joe, just say Jew. Okay, he asked me three questions. What area of his job slash work do you feel Ishbia could improve on to help out this son's team long term? I'll answer that one first. Um, I feel like he should keep up the aggressiveness. I know a lot of people don't like it. I like it. I feel like he should be aggressive in trying to make the team better. Everything's not gonna work out when you be aggressive, but you tried. I could live with that and not be mad at a front office or owner if you doing stuff that you're trying to win. Like I said, everything not gonna work out, but I live with that better than you just sitting back. You like nah, you never pulling the trigger on nothing. You're like, oh no, we'll just the plan is safe. Ain't I'm not with that, so I'm cool with that. Yeah, he shouldn't be. Obviously, he shouldn't do things that we think are just dumb. Like, a lot of people think the Bill thing was just dumb, but at the time, I still agree with that move. A lot of people think which I disagree too. That people think he's too involved. That I disagree with. I feel like he does let Josh and whoever do some things too, but he also has a say. That's all. But I also been saying if he get a real GM, I don't think he'll be as involved. Like people saying they don't want him that involved, but for the most part, they cool. The only thing that really pissed me off is all that KD stuff that came out. KD name should have never been in no trade talks. Like that's something Matt shouldn't have let happen, or he shouldn't even been talking about. So, but that's the only thing. Other than that, before that though, everything I thought Matt was doing a great job. That's just the last thing that really pissed me off for real. But keep being aggressive. He said, "What do you make out of JJ's rookie year so far with the Lakers, where he's gotten them so far?" I think it was expected, for me personally, for him to be a good coach. Obviously, all the people that watched his pod or seen him on First Take, the way he talked about the game. I always say him and Tim Legler, one of my favorite people to listen to, talk about basketball on national TV. So it's not a shocker. Then you give him the Lakers. They Lakers get handed Luka to somebody that I already thought was a great basketball mind, and he has two great basketball minds as his players in LeBron and Luka, bro. Like that shit's low key crazy, bro. They improve that roster even more. It's for sure gonna be spooky. It's gonna get spooky, bro. But I expect it out of JJ. I think pretty soon people gonna be looking at him as a top 5 coach. Like pretty soon, and he's basically like a rookie head coach. But I rock with him. I rock on heavy. Even though y'all know, we consider the Lakers ops, but I rock with JJ heavy. Then he asks, looking across the NBA, do you think an expansion is needed or no? Oh, if they do, I don't think 2 more teams are hurt. Seattle and like somebody else, they keep saying about Seattle. I don't know about Vegas, but somebody like Seattle or something getting a team would cool. I could see it. I don't think they need it, but it'd be dope. I think it'd just add some excitement to the team. Maybe spread out some of the talent, but I think there's so much talent in the league these days that it'll still be like they can add 2 more teams in there. My boy Arian, that's my guy. He makes the thumbnails on this channel, y'all. Go follow my boy Arian S19. I'll put his stuff in the description, bro. His Twitter in the description. But he said, if you were a GM in a new NBA team, what would be your team building approach? Whether it's through the draft or through trades, I do a little mixture of both because I know people argue, oh, you should just draft guys, develop them, blah, 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 do it this way. Or some people think you should make the trades. I think it's got to be a mixture of both. But my philosophy would just be get me 2, maybe 3 legit scores if you can. It's hard to have 3, but give me 2 at least legit scores. And everybody surrounding him is going to be defenders. There'd be a lot of wings on my team. Multiple wings on my team. A lot of them. A lot of big guards. Like, people would think I'd be discriminating if it's because it would not be a lot of small guards on my team. I'd have like one or two, and everybody else is bigger guards, bigger wings, and I'd have athletic bigs. That's just how I would build my team for sure. But my main thing would be two scorers and a lot of wings is how I would build my team. Put the wings around my two scorers. Let my two scorers go kill. My wings is out there defending, strapping up, so my scorers ain't got to do it like that. And then I'll finish it off like I said with a big back there. Pause. Yeah, I have an athletic big back there, bro. All right, my boy Cam said dream offseason scenario if KD stays and dream offseason scenario if he leaves. Obviously, the dream scenario if he stays. Both of these questions is tough because a lot of it really depends on Brad. If Brad gonna be here, is his money still gonna be on the books? I mean, the dream scenario, like I said, just back to the last question about just trying to get wings, regardless. If KD's here, Book's here. If it's just Book and Brad, if it's the big three still here, just get wings. My dream scenario is get real wings and try to get a starting center. I like Nick Richards a lot. He's not a starting center, but I like him a lot. He's a really good backup big to me. But that's the dream scenario. I ain't gonna name names because I don't know what our money gonna be looking like, who's gonna be available. So I can't say, what players or whatever, but wings. Get all these guards from around the big three. It's crazy work. You not need all these guards out here on this team, brother. So regardless, wings, whoever's here. If it's just Book by itself, if it's Book and Brad, like I said, if it's big three and them still here, if it's somehow just Book KD and they do figure out how to get rid of Brad, just get wings on the team. My boy Zachary Lewis, he basically asks the same thing. If I was a GM, what's the plan for the summer? Wings, brother. Wings. Could give me some wings. 2, should we bench Tyus for Colin even if for a few games? No, just because I feel like Brad should keep starting. If Brad gets hurt or something like that and they throw Colin instead of Tyus, I'm at the point where if Colin's playing harder on defense, why not, brother? Because I'm really about the defense right now. It's not like Tyus is bringing you a lot of offense right now anyway. So, but if Brad is hurt and then you throw another guard out there to start with Book, then I'm cool with it. But a lot of people say he needs to start regardless. I'm not going that far. Brad need to start if Brad's healthy. Do I think KD and Book as a duo is salvageable? Them as a duo playing together is not an issue to me. There's an issue that KD does stand in the damn corner too much. They put KD in the corner too much. To have the guards run pick and roll, I don't think you should use KD like that majority of the game. They should use him how they did in the fourth quarter. KD should play through Kevin Durant. He draws way too much attention because he's Kevin Durant, bro. He's top 10 player ever. The best scorer ever in my eyes. You play through him. That's it. But when them two, not the issue. It's just, the surrounding parts and the Suns doing that weird stuff where they putting KD name in trade talks and stuff like that. But them two, like on the court, salvageable, of course, if you have the right people around them. Then somebody asked me, what would I do to make this team a contender next season? This team is only a contender next season if they figure out a way to keep Kevin Durant. I think if they don't keep Kevin Durant, it might take a year or two, but they got to get a good return. Like I said, y'all know my dang. I had tweeted to try to just do whatever you can to try to keep both of them. Keep Book and KD happy. Do whatever you can to try to keep them happy. Everything else is secondary. But, yeah, you lose Kevin Durant, though, obviously it'd be hard to even look at the Suns as a contender. Obviously, that also depends on what they would get for KD if they did trade him. But, yeah, that's about it, though. That's the last one. I like doing that. That's fun. I might do some more of those. I seen a lot of people say they was gonna DM me some questions. So if y'all want to DM me some and do some stuff like that, it's cool. I also like that. I like your question, Drew, where you asking, non-Sun stuff, because, I'm about to start opening up where we're doing more videos on not just the Suns. Right now, I'm just focusing on my, as they say, my niche, and that's, Suns fans mostly. But eventually, as I get bigger, it'll be about everything because, like I said, y'all seen my take where I still think it's insane that Luka's on the Lakers, bro. That's nuts to me. Um, I ain't gonna start the conspiracy theory shit either, but yes, I get why people saying that. Like, bro, obviously the league is better and they for sure making more money when Lakers and Celtics is good. Knicks are good. So the Lakers was looking. Obviously they had LeBron and what's called, but it was kind of people was looking at them like, dang, this what's called is over. Blow it up, start over. Like there was some rumblings about that too for them, and then they just get handed a top five player. And AD's not no bum, obviously. AD's him, but Luka is in a different tier. Top five players gets to go play on the Lakers with the greatest player ever, or even if you got Bron too, it don't matter. So that's crazy work. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff I want to touch on. Gotta say, bro, prayers to Kyrie, bro. That's one of my favorite players ever. That sucks at his age. Tearing his ACL, bro, like, it's ridiculous. I always feel for those guys because I tore my ACL. I ain't even no damn professional athlete. I tore my ACL some years ago, and the that month after surgery was one of the worst time periods of my life. That month after surgery where you try to break all that scar tissue on your ACL and all that, that was one of the worst times of my life, bro. Terrible. It was hard to use the bathroom. Obviously, you can't walk really like that. You can't go get up and eat when you want to go eat. Like my dad, rest in peace, bro. Love you, pops. My dad was bringing me food every morning when I got hungry. I'll text him, he in the living room, and be like, he's bringing me something. And then when I start getting a little better on the crutches, I'll use my crutches, go to the kitchen, make me something. But I couldn't really carry anything, so I'll make me something, and he'll just bring it to me. Like, I'll go back with my crutches and be like, hey, I made something. My dad will bring it, or my sister or somebody. But, man, I hope he, speedy recovery. That sucks. Then, too, it happening pretty much like towards the end of the season. That sucks because now it's likely he misses basically most of next season, if not all. But hopefully my guy gets right. Hopefully Joel Embiid gets right. It sucks to see how he just always, that his knees feel like they just it's constantly failing him. They had a lot of hype going into the year. My boy PG don't look exactly the same. That's one of my favorite players ever. I had said on Instagram too, like the players I grew up like in terms of like high school, who I wanted to be like or I was copying was KD, Paul George, and LeBron. I was a Suns fan, but in that time period when I was in high school, we was terrible. I rocked with like Dragic and stuff like that, but obviously the Suns was terrible them years, bro. But Suns, that's sad. The Suns ain't get good really until I got out of high school. But yeah, so I'm starting doing more coverage on other teams, but I'm focused on my niche right now, which is Suns talk. I'm trying to go live again this weekend. I did a live video that was pretty fun. Like I said, I want to talk about all types of basketball, not just Suns. That includes, like I said, YouTube basketball, the next chapter and stuff like that. I entered. I was looking for B. Ellis's damn Discord for the longest. I couldn't find it. I was trying to get in there because he'd be having the fan panels, and I want to be a part of that at some point because I really be watching those games and be locked in on that scene. So stuff like that I want to get into, and I want to get bigger and collab with some of those guys too, some other basketball YouTubers, stuff like that. But I'm out. It's probably one of the longer videos I did in a while about myself. When I got guests, it kind of goes longer, more to talk about, more voices. When it's just me, I don't like to drag it along. But it's a good video. Appreciate y'all. Shout out my boy Joe, man. Y'all see my tweet? I said he's gonna be the editor for this channel. Editor for me making the clips for my reels and TikTok stuff like that. So shout out my dog Joe. But I'm out. Turn my city up.